Alrighty, g'day, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are hopping into a video about the Executor, or Executor, whatever you want to call it. Fiat's capital ship that is coming to Galaxy of Heroes, of course, announced in the road ahead about 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. Before we hop in though, just want you to appreciate the Kyber Collab quality graphic design. No, I'm just kidding, but I spent quite a bit of time doing it, and if you guys are enjoying the videos and whatnot, feel free to like it up, show some love to a bit of a smaller creator, that's me, and just have a good time basically. So, hopping into it, we got the chart, of course, have, we'll take it in like the three segments, right? We got the whole little Empire trio up there. Admiral Piet, of course, needed a Relic 8, pretty steep one. Captain of the Executor, followed by Darth Vader and his TIE Advanced, Relic 7. TIE Fighter Pilot and TIE Fighter, Relic 5, so pretty decent. I mean, not pretty decent, not a fun requirement, that one. And of course, the TIE Bomber. So that's really nice, to be honest. If you're building towards that, you can easily go from like a Sith Eternal route or something like that. And make an Empire fleet before you get to the Executor. We'll move on to the Bounty Hunters next, who are actually going to be required for the sort of best fleet for the Executor, which is pretty important. So not a bad thing at all that you are forced to gear these guys up pretty high, because they will be in the team already. It's not like a wasted requirement or anything. So we got Boba Fett and the Slave One, or should I say Boba Fett's Starship, up at Relic 8, followed by Bosk and the Hound's Tooth, IG-88 and the IG-2K, decent ships, Cad Bane, and of course the Xanadu Blood. You should have the Xanadu Blood already up at 7 stars if you have General Skywalker, and you should already have Cad Bane up at Relics if you, of course... Actually, I don't think Cad Bane's a Relic requirement. But you should have him anyways for the fleet if you've gone for Jedi Master Kenobi, because he's an overlapping requirement. Then of course we have Dengar, doesn't have a ship just yet. And then moving into the third segment, we have Beskar Armor Mandalorian and the Razor Crest. Now, of course, Beskar Armor Mandalorian is a legendary character, needs the squad basically. So you got your Queel, your IG-11, your Cara Dune, your Mando OG, and your Greef Karga, obviously needed for that. I'm gonna stop saying obviously so much. And so, I mean, it's not the most fun requirement to go after, considering Beskar Armor Mandalorian is not a great character, but you know, he'll get his use. Especially if it's just for fleet. If you just want the Razor Crest, it's not an awful thing overall. So all in all, I believe that is 22 requirements, plus the Executor needed 22 units. That is. Hang on, let me just count again. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22. Yeah, 22 and the Executor. Sorry about that. Counting is difficult. All right. So honestly, for mid-game to end-game players, you're definitely going to want to go for this ship, because it is, without a doubt in my mind, it's going to change the game. They wouldn't put this much emphasis on just a lone ship that's not even required for a Galactic Legend yet if it wasn't going to change the whole like fleet meta. And obviously you've had your Malevolence, your negotiator, around for a very long time now, just ruling things. So of course it would make sense for this one to flip the switch essentially. So you're going to want to sort of build your way up there as soon as humanly possible. I am personally going for the Executor, even though I have like 2 dark side characters Relic. I just think it's going to be that important for all aspects of the game essentially. So overall, the requirements aren't that bad. Okay, so you got your Piet, your Vader, those are overlapping requirements. It's the Sith Eternal. Yeah, TIE Fighter Pilot's a bit of a waste, but at least he slots into an Empire team. Then you've got your 5 Bounty Hunters. That's a full Bounty Hunter lineup right there. Obviously not the best lineup. Missing Jango Fett and IG-88 is not that convincingly good. But, I mean, if you got your Mando and your Greef from the Beskar Armor Mandalorian, you can bump those guys up to a bit of a higher gear, have a fantastic Bounty Hunter team right there. And So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Definitely going to make a big impact on the fleet game. The only question right now is how are we going to be able to unlock, to 7-star a Razor Crest if we hadn't already done that from Conquest. I assume they would put it on a hard node, or a fleet hard battle, you know what I mean? Because obviously right now, I said obviously again, the Galactic Chase for the Razor Crest is active right now, and so in all fleet battles you have a chance to get to get shards of the Razor Crest. So highly recommend doing that. And I know even if you're not going to plan on unlocking Beskar Armor Mandalorian anytime soon, it's definitely something to consider. Because I don't want to guarantee, but I can almost guarantee that this fleet right here is going to change the game. So besides Beskar Armor Mandalorian, pretty easy shard farms. Like we know, the gear requirements are not too fun there. But at least all of the characters here are fairly easily farmed. Piet is going to be accelerated in the next couple of months. And then you've got your Queel and your IG-11, who will, by the end of the year, I believe, be sped up, so double speed. So it won't be an awful farm for really any of these characters, but like we know, the gear needed is almost comparable to that of the Galactic Legend. And yeah, so it's a bit rough. Alright, well I think that's going to do it for today, you guys. A bit of a shorter video, there's not too much to go over. Things are fairly self-explanatory. But if you did enjoy, I would love you guys to show me some support, the comments, the likes, the subscribes, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? But we're just here to have a good time, basically. So if you did, just consider all of the following, and I will see you around soon. Thanks again, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
I used to love